It's been over 2 years of COVID and back to work is on everyone's mind. Coffee machines are being warmed up, desks moved, and emails being fired asking people to go back to the office. But is it really the best strategy? After 2 years of working from home and some doing hybrid during the intervals, is back to the office the best outcome from all of the pandemic? And now about this. Organizations around the world have been contemplating how, when, and even if to have their knowledge workers resume regular in-office hours. And they do so at a time when the views and priorities of their employees have shifted. It's obvious that well-being, flexibility, and work-life balance are top of mind. Recent studies tell us that 41% of the global workforce would consider switching jobs in the next year, with 55% of them noting that work environment will play a role in their decisions. And that's a huge shift in today's economy and world. This crisis highlighted and accelerated trends that had been bubbling under the surface for years, including an increased focus on employee mental and physical health, the needs of a multi-generational workforce, greater emphasis on corporate purpose, and the shift to remote work. The pandemic raised the stakes for companies looking to retain top-tier employees and build thriving cultures. Recently, I've been popping up at the office, and I'm the most fortunate to have one of the shortest commute ever between work and home. But also before the pandemic, I was only going to the office when I had a meeting or I wanted to talk to someone that I knew it was going to be there. I know, I've been lucky. But for me, that hybrid approach worked quite well, and a lot of consulting companies were doing that. Space is expensive, and keeping everyone in is hard. So, for knowledge workers, the office shouldn't be a place to tackle a to-do list. It's a place for collaboration, for creativity and learning, where an employee feels nurtured and a sense of belonging. Not only that, but a space for creative work happening inside. Listen, we have seen how some started to do podcasting. So why not giving that facility to do those podcasts from work and for your teams? Think of COVID as a catalyst to talk about what the best employees want from their workplaces, even if you can't execute on every idea. For most organizations, reverting to the status quo won't be an option. People will expect more flexibility, better technology, and incentives to come to the office. For example, reducing desk space or embracing a floor plan that features more team-focused spaces to encourage collaborative work. As some of your employees might use a hybrid approach to pop by the office to work with others, do brainstorming sessions, whiteboarding, or even participating on social things. Let's call that smart hybrid, multiple opportunities spaces. Bottom line, some companies post-pandemic will create new spaces, but the worst it could happen to all of us are the companies that will continue to do and be the same they were before. And that will drive the workforce to be unhappy, to a bigger great resignation and shifts of the market, especially for those companies that won't adapt, listen, or promote well-being, creative and collaborative spaces. And finally, those that support new activities for employees. And you, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below.